Alrighty then, folks, we are back with some more interluding action. So, we have just finished up the first part of Igloo, and we are on to Igloo 2, Apocalypse, or something like that. I want to say Apocalypse, because that sounds badass, but I don't actually remember what it is. But we're on the Zigok? Rezok? Forget what it's called, but we're on the Zigok Cannon. But I did a bunch of training in between the first and the second part of Igloo, so we knew to evolve some things, like, say, this newest Yell. So, this newest Yell can turn into a big Rand, or Rang. That was Rand. It might be Rand, but I don't know. It might also be Rang. Which, you can apparently go to an Ogo from it. You don't want to do that. That's like a massive waste of money. But, we also got the Sazabi, which is cool. We already have one of those, though. The newest Yell, which we just had. Or we could go to the Alpha Zero. Which, the thing with the Alpha Zero is, I'm assuming this is a Quid Matha. Actually, these are both L's, so never mind, they aren't a Quid Matha. That's the Beta Zuru, I think it's called. What I've been thinking of doing is going back to the newest CL, and then going and getting the... Oh, wait. Never mind, what turned into the Quid Matha? I thought this could turn into a Quid Matha, so I was gonna go with that, but I don't care about the Zodacock, so right now with the Alpha Zuru. We'll get the Quid Matha later. I don't remember what turned into it, though. Big Zom, maybe? Oh, and it's slightly more expensive than the Shinaju. Just barely, though. But, basically, this is the pinnacle of new type technology before the... in CCA, this is their weapon that was going to destroy all of the Federation fleet. This thing's basically a giant Psychomu system with funnels. Like, it can crush the world if it wanted to. Oh, it can turn into a bit of a Zuru, or probably the, Jagadoga, both the Jagadogas, the Guy and the Kess version. Actually, I'm not sure what that one is, but it can't use a subflight system. Maybe these turn... No, it couldn't be Zeku Eans, could it? Oh, well, I'll figure it out eventually. You know, somebody in the comments has already told me. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll try to get the Quid Matha later. We do have both Mega and Hyperverners on these now, so we get a +5 movement to everything. Which is insane. Also, all our capital ships have it. But yeah, so we have our Bow, which is level 4, but as I've mentioned many times before, this is the Xeon team, so we're not going to go with the Zeta, though we should probably. We've already had the Rebow, and nothing the Rebow can turn into that we want besides the mass production, or the Sleeves Bow. But we can get the mass production Bow, which turns into the Sleeves Bow? Yeah. So we'll just go that way. Weirdly enough, this one doesn't have a Hyper Mega Launcher, or whatever it's called. Mega Particle Cannon. It isn't really a Mega Particle Cannon, it's a shield. But if you look at this, like, look at the right side of the picture, on his left arm. The shield's there, but you just can't use it for some reason. But we're gonna go with this, and there's a reason we're gonna go with this. If we get this and we combine it with the Double Zeta, we can get the Mass Production Double Zeta. And I think if we combine it with the Zeta, we can get the, not Mass Production Double Zeta, Mass Production Zeta, not the RAGZ either. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was the Zeta 2? The mass production version of the Zeta. But not the mass production Zeta, because that's something entirely different. But we have our Jarjo, which we can go and get the Gaimulk. Gaimulk? Galmulk? I can never pronounce this one correctly. I always call it the Gaimulk, but... Yeah, we could also get the Gaza L or R, but I don't really care for these. Because they're melee units. Though the R Jarja is a melee unit. And apparently they can go Regelg. And some form of Rick Diaz, maybe the Sturm Diaz. But yeah, I don't really care for those, and we've already had a guy in. But getting this will also unlock Chara, which is cool. That's a new type Charasun, not original Charasun. Though, I haven't mentioned this before because I find it weird. But you can change their appearance to, we can go Crazy Face Sanguine. But look at his MP right now, how it's on normal at 400. If we go Crazy Face Sanguine, it's now at high. He just instantly at high all the time. Though his stats and everything are exactly the same. I don't know why. That's pretty useful if you like it, but... Well, I do know why. They're two separate characters, and while you're only switching the graphic, and that's all you should be switching, you're actually accessing another character who's just taking his stats. If that makes sense from a game design perspective. Basically, like, they're two separate people, but they share stats. With the Gelgoog Jaeger, we can either get the standard Gelgoog. I swear we'll get this eventually. I'm just ignoring it for now. Probably get one of our spare Galbaldis into that or something. I don't know. We could get the ground Gelgoog, but the ground Gelgoog is 1 ground only. And 2 doesn't turn into anything I really want. Just the sleeves Gelgoog, and who cares about that? So I think we're going to go Gelgoog Marine. Sadly, you can't go Seema's Gelgoog Marine, so I guess we'll have to combine like the Gelgoog Marine with the Hyako Shiki or something. It's the only gold mobile suit I can think of. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Or not. That works too. Usually you have to put them in the first slot to get the commander version, but apparently that's not how it works in this one. We straight up has Seema's Gelgoog. Cool. Weapon-wise, it just has a beam rifle. That's the only different. It doesn't have the knuckle shield, though. It has an actual beam saber. Yeah, there's nothing special about it, but that's cool. I really like this one. I love the paint job. Yeah, it turns into all the same stuff. You know, we could go with the Gelgoog with this one. Though I want to check something. Yeah, it doesn't have Commander's version. Which is weird. Whatever. Yeah, so Seema can keep that. With the Shinaju, we're gonna go the Stein variant. We could trade it for, you know, Dovin Wolf, which would be pretty cool. Guy's Jagadoga, a Zeta, or a Bao, which we already have. Though trading it for either of these would be a downstep. So we're gonna go Shinaju Stein, which I think this is just a Jagen, or not a Jagen, Jesta. So we might go Jesta after this, though maybe not, because even though this is technically a Federation suit, I'm gonna go with it because this was the prototype, or not the prototype, but this was the Shinaju Stein, which was developed using data from the remains of the Sazabi and the new Gundam after Amuro and Char disappeared. And this was the quintessential successor in mobile suit, but it was captured by Neo Zeon and painted red and slightly upgraded. Apparently, all they did was give it a beam axe and the ability to kick things. But yeah, and they got this one, but this is the original, and Full Frontal started using it for some reason or another. But just imagine this is the more unicorn version of the Shinaju. I'll figure something out to give him afterwards. But this is like scraping the barrel on the endgame units. As far as the Gerbera Tetra Kai can go, we can have a go the Red Rick Diaz. Which we might just do this just because, but I don't really think we should. Though they can go Hyako Shiki if we wanted. Because this is a Federation mobile suit to say the least, even if it was developed by Zeon. So, can we trade you for anything? Marasai? I mean, we could. We have the money. The Marasai in Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam, Rumble Raw actually did get one, and I think you, like, had to use it for a while because it was his best suit. Because there's this Zeta point where, like, it's the only battle with Rumble Raw in it, and it's like, you either have to use a Hyzak or a Marasai, and no, why not? Let's go with the Marasai. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll go buy another Gerbera Tetra. With Johnny Ridden's Gelgoog. Though I'm curious as if we give him a high mobility, if it'll go red. I'm gonna try that real quick, because I did buy one a little while ago. Yeah! We're gonna use this for a little while, I think. But we're gonna go upgrade that one in a second. And as far as the Rick Dom goes with Shin, we either have the choice between the Rick Dom 2 or the Rick Diaz. Which, you know, if we get this Rick Diaz, we can probably combine it into the red Rick Diaz. We have a red mobile suit after all. And this is basically an N line. Like, we already have a Dryzen. So, fuck it, let's do it. I mean, like, it's a Zeon, or it's a Federation mobile suit, but who cares? Having Marasai's cool, though. And this one can go... I'm pretty sure that's the Mark II. That's definitely the Hyako Shiki. I don't know about these two, though. No, that's not the Hyako Shiki. That might be the Hyako Shiki Kai. Oh, no, that's a Deha. Never mind. Duh. Apparently the Deha doesn't work in space, though. Anyway, we'll look into that a little bit later. Do you have a special ability? No. You just randomly have 10 defense. Oh, probably because Shin's impenetrable. And as far as the Garibaldi Beta goes, we could either get the Hyzak, we can get the Garibaldi Alpha, we can get the L or the R. Here's the thing, these are melee suits and it's Norris, so we have to do it. And they can turn into each other, so maybe? Or we can have them go Regelg. Let's go with the red one, why not? And we'll get the blue one later. I imagine they're the exact same units, just like mirrored. But we're gonna go to organization real quick, which would be this one. Design. Got the Marasai, all designs, and yeah, mass production double Zeta. I don't remember what this one's about, but it's only in one of the like side stories. And it was used against Neo Zeon remnants from CCA on the planet. They got crushed real bad, and they all got murdered. But hey, we got that for free. Woo. We might use it eventually. Apparently it only goes into the Jesta. I'm not sure. That's probably... No, that's not the Nemo. Or the... GM3. I don't actually know what that is. It's a GM, though. You can tell by the shape of the head. Or the double Zeta, but we already have that. So, I don't know if we'll ever use that one. Yeah, that's apparently all we got from the Xeon side. Oh well. Yeah, we did upgrade that. So, starting over here, I showed you guys the GPO3. We can have a go Deep Striker if we wanted. The Deep Striker, I have no... This is just the, like, full armor version of the EXS. Has Alice. Yeah, but you have to get high tension for that one, I think. Beam Smart Gun. Beam Cannon. Should be interesting. The only downside to this is it doesn't turn into anything we want. Maybe we'll have this go back to the EXS, and we'll get another mobile armor afterwards for her. I don't know. Since the modifications aren't set to the unit, we can just take them off, so... I mean, like, why not? This one's also more expensive than the Alpha Zero. I don't believe that, but it is. As far as the Alex goes, we have the choice between the Chodovan armor, Chodban, or the NTX. This is the new type test bed unit for the Federation, developed between the 1-year war and Zeta. Basically, it's a quasi-Psychomu test system on a... God, I think it's a GM2 frame? It's something weird like that. It's like not a real Gundam, but it's a semi-Gundam. But it's like built right after the Alex. It might actually be built onto an Alex frame. I don't know. But, oh, this is also a SD Gundam original thing, so you won't see it anywhere else, I don't think. But I think we should go with this one, just because, even though it's a step down from what we had. And then we'll just go to that later, or whatever this one is. Oh, this is the full armored 7th. Not full armored 7th, the mobile armored 7th version. So, we'll go to the NTX afterwards. But I just want to look at this. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be an Alex with more armor. And yeah, you can't purge the armor, which disappoints me. As far as the EXS goes, we can't develop it anything since we already got the Deep Striker and we already have a Double Zeta and we already have an S. And, well, we could trade it for, say, Hyako Shiki, a Jesta, or an RGGZ. Ooh, those are actually pretty good. Question is, which one do we want? Like, we could go Jesta, which is just going straight Unicorn. We could go REGZ, which is CCA, which is still pretty high up there. Or we could just go straight Hyako Shiki, which would be just going over to Zeta. It'd be a step down from where we are, but it'd be a Hyako Shiki. Kinda want to go with that. Definitely a step down. Oh, and I never showed you guys the animations to the EXS with Ryu piloting it. Ryu Roots being the pilot from Sentinel. But I still have a save with me having it, so I'll show you guys through that. It'll be easy. But yeah, that one's expensive. We might have to sell all those balls I captured last time. As far as the Perfect Gundam goes, we could go with the Full Armor Gundam. So we already have the Chobham armor. Yeah, and this one can't turn into anything we really want. Though we could have it go Full Armor Gundam, which we could then, you know, turn into the mobile armor version. I don't know. It's what it started as, was the Gundam 7th. But I think we're going to go with that one just because we don't have it and to complete the catalog. Here we have the... Yeah, the other Gauntlet, the Hiraru. however you pronounce that one. It can turn into this thing called the Fiver, which looks pretty badass from what I've seen. But the only problem is it's an extra large. And we don't have enough money to go and trade this for anything. We could get a Lodo out of it. Or a Zommel. What size are you, Zommel? You're an XL. Lodo, you're an S. Oh, apparently the Lodo is actually the strongest tank unit in the game. Like, it's considered a tank, not a mobile suit. Which is interesting. This is the troop carrier from Unicorn. It's used by the ECOAS, I think? ECOS? It's the Federation Special Forces branch. So we're going to have to leave that there for now, because I don't know what we're going to do with it. As far as the God Plant goes, we have trained that up into either... You can go the Ashimer. I thought this was Jared. No, it's actually Buren. They look they look different, but their like body shapes are exactly the same. They also have the same hair color, which is annoying. Or we can get a God Plant, or we could get a Masala. Whereas I'm tempted with the Masala. I think I want to go with the God Plant Kai, because this can also go Masala. Or Ashimer. So yeah, I think we're going to go with this one, and we'll get the Ashimer later. Which the Ashimer can apparently turn into its Unicorn version that I can't remember the name to. The other downside to this is it's ground only. Whereas this one's air and space. But this one's a upgraded fighter craft. It's not even a mobile suit anymore. With the double Zeta, you can probably guess what we can either go Zeta or we can go Phaz. We're gonna go Phaz and see what that is. And then if worse comes to worse, I'll go downgrade to the Zeta and the double Zeta, and then from the double Zeta we'll go and get the Zeta. But who doesn't want to go Phaz? Plus this has the dick gun. There's a mega particle cannon in its dick. And also Barrage, which is a super high tension one. They really like those with the double Zeta variants. Or with the Zeta variants, actually. So with the Gun Cannon 2, I think we're going to go Gun Cannon Detector. Even though it doesn't have search, and then the Gun Cannon 2 does. The reason for that is we can go heavy arms from that, or we can get whatever this one is. This one's heavy arms, it's painted blue. It's an original gun cannon. There's nothing different. Like, they painted it, that's all. Oh, it has a little bit more defense, but less mobility. So yeah, we're going to get the Gun Cannon Detector. And for the Sniper, we're going to go with the GM Guard Custom. I don't know what game this is from, but basically it's a GM with a giant-ass shield. And from there, we're going to get the GM Cannon, and then the GM Cannon 2, and what have you. We'll probably give them a Gundam after that, but for now, we're going to get the big-ass shield, because I want to see them hit people with the shield. Yeah, let's go... Whoops, wrong button. Going to go to Design... All designs, we can get a Dozel Zaku. Oh, apparently we needed the gold coloring to rim a Zaku. The only difference between... Oh, I shouldn't have clicked out of that, oh well. We do also have an assault gun tank for when the time comes. The Dozel Zaku is actually a different Zaku from the standard one, because it never got to use a machine gun, I don't think. Its melee is really good, though. Where are you? Did I pass you? No. You're just in the long line of Zakus. So, never mind. It has a better melee attack, but uses a Zaku machine gun and a bazooka. Dozel actually didn't like those. He liked melee weapons because he liked the feeling of being up close in the action. I'll show that off camera, or well, not in the main game because we're never going to use it because it's trash. It's a Zaku, but I'll like record it or something, I don't know. Yeah, there's Dozel Zaku. We apparently need to combine to Zaku and Yakoshiki to get that. Yeah. Besides that, that's all we got this round. But we should be able to finish up Igloo with these guys, and then we'll move on to other stuff. We really should... You know what? We're gonna switch Zero and Margarine Man, Crazy Face, and we'll actually switch him to Crazy Face. The reason why is this is a new type mobile suit, and Crazy Face is not a new type. Oh, it even has mother funnels. It has the funnels that the Sazabi eventually started using. But he's not a new type at all, though this has a Psycho Frame, doesn't it? Whoops. This has a Psycho Frame, so it doesn't really matter. Also, he instantly has plus 20 attack and 40 mobility, which is cool. But this is a this is a Psychomew mobile suit. Yeah, these are Psychomew. I was trying to check where that was. But yeah, these are Psychomew, so he wouldn't be able to use it since he doesn't have anything like that. But he can use the Shinaju Stein just fine. But yeah, anyway folks, that's me rambling for a little while. We'll be back for more a little bit later. We unlocked Chara. We just had to add the game alk to that thing. We probably have to add, like... I don't know, what would we have to add to get Cello? Probably the Zaku 3 custom. But anyway, folks, if you enjoyed the episode, you should like. If you didn't, you should dislike. We'll be back for more a little bit later. In about 9 minutes. Anyway, folks, good night.